I never knew the colors in the air could shift so deep just 'cause you were there. The way you laughed, the way you looked at me, it opened doors I never thought I'd see. I used to run from things I couldn't name, chasing comfort, lost in my own flame. But with your touch, the noise began to slow, and something gentle in me started to grow. I don't have all the answers yet, but I'm learning how to care. Your name is where my heart resets, and I'm not scared. You changed the way I see the sky. You taught me how to breathe and why. It's not just love, it's something more. It's who I am, what I was made for. I watch you sleep, and all the noise is gone. Like every piece of doubt has been withdrawn. Still there's fear in how much I believe, but I choose you each time I feel it rise in me. I won't pretend I'll never fall, but I'll reach for you each time. Your trust has made me stand so tall. I've drawn the line.
Curtains sway in a lazy way, shoes still off, it's the start of my day. Coffee laughs in a porcelain cup, every little sound says wake it up. Street below hums a gentle tune, piano notes from an open room. Yesterday's worries lose their grip as the light paints my fingertips. I was holding my breath, didn't even know, then I turned the latch, let the silence go. Open windows, let it rush inside. That easy breeze, that swinging vibe. One small step, but I feel brand new. The world feels kinder when the window's open too. Dusty thoughts drift out with the air, loose leaf dreams dancing everywhere. I don't need a reason or a plan, just this feeling right where I am. I was standing still, now I gently move. With every breath I change the mood. Open windows, hear the city smile. That rhythm's been waiting all the while. Nothing forced, nothing overdue. I'm stepping lighter with an open view. Oh, maybe it's simple, maybe it's small, but joy can answer a quiet call. You don't have to chase it down. Sometimes it floats when you turn around. Oh, open windows, feel it in my chest. A brighter beat I didn't expect. No big promise, nothing to prove. Just me and the sky in an easy groove. Open windows, let the good times play. Fresh new colors in a familiar day. If I forget what freedom feels like, I'll open the window and remember why. Ooh, I'll open the window and remember why.
I've been turning these pages in my heart again. Trying to picture the years we'll share. Sometimes the questions rise like quiet waves, but your smile keeps me right there. We're not perfect, and we don't need to be. It's the way you breathe next to me. Every ordinary day becomes a gentle scene. You're my simple harmony. And even if the world feels uncertain, I'll still pull the curtain wide. 'Cause I feel warm here with you. I can rest and be true. In this calm, steady light, I'm okay. Maybe this is what love is meant to be someday. When our hands intertwine, I hear quiet vows. Nothing forced and nothing loud. Living side by side, building every hour in the peace we've somehow found. And even if the trembling in my chest, I'll breathe deep and call it light. 'Cause I feel warm here with you, and I see something new. In this calm, steady glow, I can stay. Maybe this is how love becomes our way. We don't need a perfect script, we just need the courage to try. I never knew the colors in the air could shift so deep just 'cause you were there. The way you laughed, the way you looked at me, it opened doors I never thought I'd see. I used to run from things I couldn't name, chasing comfort, lost in my own flame. But with your touch, the noise began to slow, and something gentle in me started to grow. I don't have all the answers yet, but I'm learning how to care. Your name is where my heart resets, and I'm not scared. You changed the way I see the sky. You taught me how to breathe and why. It's not just love, it's something more. It's who I am, what I was made for. I watch you sleep, and all the noise is gone. Like every piece of doubt has been withdrawn. trying to picture the years we'll share. Sometimes the questions rise like quiet waves, but your smile keeps me right there. We're not perfect, we don't need to be. It's the way you breathe next to me. Every ordinary day becomes a gentle scene. You're my simple harmony. And even if the world feels uncertain, I'll still pull the curtain wide. Every breath you're trying to hold is already enough for me. Your hands are tired, I can tell from the way you hide them away. But even shadows know they don't have to stay. You've been walking slower than before, counting steps instead of dreams. Still the ground remembers you, every place you've been. If the answers don't arrive and the air feels a little thin, I'll be right here, letting you breathe again. You don't need to be stronger now, you don't need to be brave, just let your heart lean gently. This is a safe place, I'm still here, right beside you. Nothing you feel is too much, even the silence between us is holding us up. If you lose the words you meant to say, if the light feels far away, I'm still here, that's enough today. Time moves softly when you rest, like a song without a rush. All the things you couldn't fix don't matter so much. Your tears don't change the way I see your face, they only show how deeply you care. You'll need to find the reason why, or carry it all alone. Let the weight fall quietly, you're already home. I'm still here, right beside you, breathing in the same calm air. Even when your heart feels fragile, you don't disappear. If your steps begin to sway, if today feels hard to face, I'm still here, we'll take it this way. Maybe healing isn't loud, maybe it's slow and small, like learning how to trust again the moment before you fall. I won't pull you forward, I won't ask you to run, I'll match your pace until the hurt is done. I'm still here, staying with you through the unsure and the still. Every piece you're trying to gather is already real. You don't have to reach the end, you don't have to change today. I'm still here, and that's okay. I'm still here, gently holding all the time you need to heal. Even if nothing moves right now, this love is real. When tomorrow comes softly in its own quiet way, I'll still be here, here to stay.
電気色、そう。
Silver spoons and linen dreams, sunlight dancing on the steam, pages turning, time unwinds, every sip rewrites
出店しません
lines.
かみたいな。
Whispers in the window light, footsteps fading into white, hearts are drifting soft and slow, like a song we used to know. Let it flow, let it breathe, like a wave upon the sea. Every moment, light and free, falling gently, endlessly. Cinnamon and citrus air,
可愛いですよね。これだと
echoes humming everywhere. Fingertips on porcelain, tracing words we lost again. Laughter in the amber glow, memories like rivers flow, hands that reach but never hold. Stories new and stories old. Let it flow, let it breathe, like a wave upon the sea. Every moment, light and free, spinning softly, endlessly.
お客さんの
Seasons turn and we remain, changing yet still much the same, in this space where moments blend. Every start becomes an end.